Right.
Okay.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us today. Can we make this smaller by any chance, or can we just have only the one little? Thank you so much for joining us today for this Essential Oils 101 class. We're super excited about it. With everything that's going on in our world, with things like cancer, infertility, all kinds of health challenges on the rise, it's more important than ever that we take charge of our health and that we have tools in our toolkit at home so that we can take care of things that as we need them. And we have found that essential oils have been a huge part of that toolkit. And so I'm going to share a little bit about how I got started, and then Tiffany will share a little bit about how she got started, and then we'll just dive right in. But I started with Young Living in 2012. I had an autoimmune issue that I had been battling my entire life. And I was looking for answers. And a lot of my answers had come through nutrition already. I had gotten to a certain measure of wellness just by changing my diet and finding out what foods that I was sensitive to. And I still had a ways to go. I still did not have a great quality of life. And I just thought, I know my answers are going to come through nutrition. So I reached out for help. Someone was like, I know I can help you if you will try these little glorious bottles. And I was like, whatever. I didn't really believe it at first, but I was like, I'll try anything at this point. I can't live this way anymore. And so I did everything she said. I tried the oils. I bought all the most popular oils, and I bought some other things. I got a desk reference. I dived right in, and it worked. So within a couple of months, this is not going to be the story for everyone, but my story is within a couple of months, I was able to get off of all of my medications, and my quality of life completely changed. I was fully able to be present in my kids' lives and homeschool and do all of those things where I hadn't been able to do that. I was spending a lot of time in bed, a lot of time in pain. So that's how I jumped in. And, people are all over the board. Some people just jump in for a little help with sleep or just to freshen the air or things like that. Mine was a little bit more dramatic, but because it has completely changed my life. And then it trickled down to my kids and my family. And we just use these all day, every day.
Yeah. So I'm Tiffany Smith, and I'm an RN, and I'm a wife and a mother of 6 kids. So our stories are similar. Out of our family of 8, we have 3 with chronic illnesses, and we had a lot of good luck with diet changes, but we were still missing something, and we had someone sick all the time. It was just like being passed around and passed around. And so one of my children had to be hospitalized every time she had a fever. So we were very, very much looking for a way to stay well and to keep everyone well and not keep it from just passing around. And a friend of mine loaned me her diffuser and a bottle of Thieves. I had tried oils. I worked in geriatrics, and oils have been studied a lot, especially like lavender and frankincense for Alzheimer's and dementia. So I was familiar with oils, but I was really skeptical about them really helping us as much as they did. So when we got that, it really made a huge difference. And so I decided to go ahead and try them a little bit more, and we haven't looked back. So they really were the missing link to health in our family. And they're really all we use them for so many things now. My kids grab them first. My husband grabs them first. I really honestly don't remember what life was like before then. A kid came on the other day. It was like, well, my tummy hurt, but I put some Digise on it, so I'm fine now. And that's really just how we live, is an empowered way to be well, empowered to trust our bodies and to work with our bodies and give it the support it needs to stay on the healthy side. And I think as a nurse, that was something that was really huge for me. Was I got into nursing wanting to help people and care for people. And I realized pretty quickly that what that meant was to do sick care for people. And really, I am not opposed to Western medicine. I love integrated medicine and believe that we need it. But really, Western medicine is designed for sick people. And it's not even designed really for chronically sick people, just for emergency purposes. And so I was looking for ways to support us, to help us not get sick so that we didn't have to be there. And that's really the shift that we're going to talk about today. Is it's looking at things from a wellness standpoint, being proactive and empowered to help your bodies before or in the first stages of illness, instead of always responding and always having to take something for many different ailments and things that can happen. If you need it, you need it. But there's a lot of things you can use in order to not ever need it, which is so empowering and honestly way cheaper than when you actually end up having to take time off and pay copays and medications and side effects of medications, etc. So we're excited that you guys are here. This class is really about putting your health first and passing that on for generations. Like I said, our kids are empowered to take care of themselves in ways that other kids aren't. And we love that. We love how empowered they are to just handle whatever thing happens to their body while still trusting their body in the process.
Just to elaborate on that just a little bit, something that we employ in our both of our homes, and I actually learned this from our friend Erin Prince, who's a chiropractor, is just to give anything about 48 hours before you try to go the medical route. And what we have found is having these tools in our home, it makes it so much easier to go that 48 hours, because if someone comes in with whatever's going on in their life, whatever they're feeling, you can say, okay, first of all, let's rest, let's take an Epsom salt bath, let's drink lots of water, let's feed your body good nutrition, and let's use these oils, and let's see how we can help you. And I had someone message me a couple of days ago to ask me specifics about the 48-hour rule and how I do it and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, and at what point do you go to the doctor? And just asking me all the steps. And I'm like, honestly, my rule is the 48-hour rule, but I can't remember the last time I've had anything has gone past 48 hours because of having these tools. So this is it's serious empowerment. I always talk to people about, and we're going to talk about ditching and switching now, but I always talk to people about whenever you look at your oils, you look at it, I think about it like whenever my mom set me up, whenever I went away to college she took me to Walmart. This is way before we knew anything about oils or natural health or anything. And she took me to Walmart. And she got me, all the basic things that I would need for any kind of ailment I might come across, like, the Tylenol, the ibuprofen, there's an allergy medication like NyQuil, like one of each of the major things in case something were to come up, Pepto-Bismol, like that ever even works, but stuff like that. And then also several different cleaning products. And with our oils, you can give your kids everything they need for all of those things, like by getting the premium starter kit, if you want to go that route. And it also Thieves Cleaner, it takes care of all of that stuff. So nobody's having to run to the store in the middle of the night and get anything. You have all these things right at your fingertips.
Yeah.
So ditching and switching is not sometimes it seems to be overwhelming whenever you're making lifestyle changes. And it was kind of overwhelming to me in the beginning too. And honestly, I didn't even try to ditch and switch everything. I just was like, I'm going to focus on my health and getting better first. So I did that. And then I just did one thing at a time. Sometimes people come to my house and they get overwhelmed with the fact that I have all of this stuff and I don't have any of those normal things that you would buy at the store. But what I remind them is it took me years to get to that place. I just focused on one thing at a time. Like I said, focused on me first, then focused on my kids, then focused on getting all the toxins out of my home, as far as all of the normal, what am I trying to say here? Household cleaning products and fragrances, candles, plugins, things like that. So it took a while, but everything has been out for a really long time. And we're here to help you with those changes. So it doesn't have to be overwhelming.
It is. I think it's nice because now there's more research coming out. I think when we started this about 7 years ago, I was the weird hippie girl that was, making her own laundry soap, and people didn't understand why. But now there is so much evidence that even just like one use of Tylenol increases a child's chances of asthma. Tylenol is the leading cause for liver failure and liver disease. There's so much being shown that I don't know if you've seen it, but Zantac was pulled off the market in 2020 because they knowingly had cancer causing agents in the product, and people were eating that and taking it like candy. And doctors were prescribing it because they didn't know either. And so I think there's a lot, like Johnson & Johnson has paid out billions of dollars because of knowingly putting products on the market that they knew for a fact were causing ovarian cancer in women. And so these things are a little more out there now. It's like we have a little bit of proof, which is sad. It's a sad world that we live in, that companies care more about the profit than the people. That's one thing we love about Young Living, is their motto is we care more about the people than the profit. And so it is overwhelming, right? Because you're like, wait, but my cleaner, my laundry soap, my this, my that, it can't be that way. But like she said, we just do step by step, month by month, switch something out. And we've had huge results with hormone changes, with anxiety, with eczema, with psoriasis, like things like that have just been totally cured based off of just switching out our household products. It truly is amazing what can happen to your health and wellness when you're willing to do that. But it is hard in the store to find stuff because you have to really read the ingredients. A lot of those companies end up buying companies that we think are safe, like Burt's Bees or Myers, and then they change the product and they're really not safe. And so it is important to have a company that you can trust. And that's the thing I honestly love the most about Young Living, is I fully and completely trust them after being with them for 7 years and going to corporate and going to the farms and talking to the farmers. And I know for a fact they're not going to change things up without letting us know. And so I can trust them. And not only are we replacing the bad with good, like we're adding in the benefit of essential oils and everything, which is truly amazing. So we've had massive results on many different levels. And so have tons of people that we've worked with over the years, just switching out products, toxic products in their home.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to go?
Well, you kind of touched a little bit on seed to seal, but which is important, like why we chose Young Living. But first of all, back up a little bit to like, what are essential oils in the first place? They are liquids extracted from plants. You can just think of them as like plant concentrates. They're like the lifeblood of the plant. They help the plant to stay healthy, and they can do the same thing for us. They've proven to do the same thing for us. You can use them for aromatherapy, home cleaning, personal care, and to support every one of your body systems. But the important thing, like she said, like not all oils are created equally. I'm sure that you've noticed that you can get essential oils pretty much anywhere right now. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at CVS. I saw some at Ross. But the thing of it is that most oils that you'll see out there, almost all of them are fragrance, and they are not pure. They might say pure, but in order to even have pure or organic on the bottle, what is the statistic? Like you only have to have,
I don't
like, it's a really small amount that is actually pure. So there's really not very much regulation. And that's why it's so important that Young Living has the seed to seal promise. And like she said, we've been to the farms, we've seen it, we know it's true. They hand pick all the weeds. They don't use any kind of pesticides. There's no solvents. There's nothing to cut the oil. Before I used Young Living, did try a couple of different other oils, and I didn't see that they didn't harm me in any way that I know of, but they didn't do anything. There was no therapeutic benefit whatsoever. They smell good, but that was about it. And I have no idea if it did anything to my lungs or anything like that too. So it does make me feel so confident with Young Living, just especially after being to all their farms.
Okay, so how do you use them? It is so simple to integrate them into your home on a daily basis. We use them in 3 different ways, only with Young Living oils, but you can use them topically, aromatically, or internally. And we do all 3. So topically, you can apply to your wrist, your neck, your back, your feet, anywhere actually. And we just keep them out, we keep them on. We're always putting oils on our bodies. we always diffuse. One of my daughter's job in the morning, she's an early riser, and she goes and starts diffusing in everyone's rooms with some citrus brush and peppermint to help wake everybody up in a positive way. We have them going at night to help promote a good night's sleep, have them going through the day if people are home. And so we're always diffusing. And it's important to know that diffusing is not just about aromatherapy where it just smells good. Within 30 minutes, the therapeutic constitutes of essential oils when being diffused are found inside of your blood. And so they are really going in and doing what they're designed to do. And then internally is another way. So Young Living has two different labels, vitality label. It's the same oil. FDA requires you to have a different label if you're going to take something internally. And we call those the vitality oils. We put them in capsules, empty capsules, and take them. We put them in our tea, in a glass of water, in our drinks. And so we will take them internally. I mean, I probably take some every day. But a lot of times, like if we are starting to not feel good, then we would take more internally. A lot of people cook with them as well. They're highly potent. So you just need a little bit if you do that. But really, they are easy. I think people feel overwhelmed about them, but there's really no wrong way to use them except for to not use them. Okay, so we're going to do speed round to keep this short, which is obviously already very hard for us. And so Young Living you can order, if you just think, I just want to try a couple of these, you can actually just order a couple of them, but they do have what they call starter kits to make it easier. And like she said, the starter kits have kind of the something for everything. So it like can replace anything. And it's really nice because you can try different things. And the starter kits come with a diffuser, which is a game changer for your home. And so we're going to go over the ones in there because they are the most popular, most used oils. That's why Young Living puts them in the kit. So lavender is the first one. I just put this in my mouth because it's spring here. So I was starting to sneeze and have some drippy nose. So it helps with that. It is calming and relaxing. It helps with sleep. We do this for bumps, bruises, sunburns. We use lavender for really just about anything. Yeah, I love it.
Anything, everything.
Speed round. We got to keep it quick.
Okay.
No, it's just so hard for us because we like to talk about it.
I know. Well, okay. I don't know. PanAway's next.
We're
okay, so PanAway, make it easy whenever they.
Oh, it's still going without us. We're not doing it fast enough.
No, it's not supposed to be going though. I'm supposed to be changing it myself. Anyway, PanAway is, it used to be called PanAway when they first started. And that's what it's for. It's for any kind of muscle aches, anything, any kind of pain in your body, you use PanAway. They had to change the name because the FDA doesn't like us using words that describe symptoms. Yeah. Raven is for respiratory support. So we do this right on our chest. We like to diffuse it if someone's coughing or feeling congested. Like my ears were stuffy earlier. So I put it right here and just pulled down here and it helped drain out my ears. It's really good. It's kind of, if you think of Vicks, this would be a healthier replacement for that. Okay, Valor is amazing. We just used it right before it started, but it is, it really just helps you to boost your confidence. Like as far as emotionally, it can help you, it can calm you down, it can make you confident before any kind of like stressful event, but also it's great for sleeping. And it's another one that's really great for bruises and things like that on your body. Yeah. It's called a chiropractor in a bottle. And there are a lot of chiropractors that actually will put Valor on your spine after an adjustment because it is said to help the adjustment hold. Yeah. Okay, peace and calming, obviously it's for peace and calm. It says a lot of people who have high stress or anxiety, this is their oil, they'll wear it as perfume. It smells really good. This one is the typical smell of like a fancy spa smell. So we love to diffuse it. It's great for toddlers. We put it on them as well, but this really is like the chill out oil. I call it the sleepover oil because it puts everybody to sleep. Yeah. Stress away, same uses. It also smells really, really great. I mean, exact same uses as peace and calming. You just have to kind of figure out which one works for you.
Yeah, lemon is great for the immune system, so we love it for that. I also love to pop it in. People are coming over because if you diffuse it, they think that you've cleaned your house, even if you haven't, because it makes everything so nice and citrusy and smelly. It's good for circulatory support. It's one that I like to put in my water, a couple of drops and drink that. It also is like glue gun. So like if you get gum in your hair or something or sticker on something, it actually will dissolve that. So it's really helpful for cleaning.
One thing we didn't say in the beginning that I think we probably need to mention about citrus oils is that there are two things. One thing, they're photosensitive because they are cold pressed from the rinds. The rinds of fruit are designed by God to attract the sun so that it can ripen them. So it does the same thing for us. If we put it on our skin, it attracts the sun and it can cause a sunburn. And the other thing is, because it is so great at attacking petrochemicals and cleaning the blood and everything else, if you put it in a cup that is plastic, which is straight up petrochemicals, it will eat a hole in that plastic. So you always want to use a glass jar or a glass or a metal water bottle with lemon.
Just to clarify, it won't cause a sunburn unless you have it on in the sun. Okay, peppermint is literally one of my favorite. I love to do it on my ears when I'm too hot because it actually tricks your body into thinking it's cooled off. We love it for gut support, for headaches. We'll even just put it on the roof of our mouth for really bad headaches, and that will help bring it down. It also will help clear out your sinuses if they're really stuffy.
Digise is for all things digestion. Oils are, why am I losing my words today? They're adaptogens. So they're adaptogenic. They will do whatever your body needs for it to do. So when it comes to anything digestion, whether you're constipated and you're having a hard time going in the bathroom, or you can't get yourself out of the bathroom, it's going to help you with that. So you can either apply it topically, or you can put a drop under your tongue. You can put some in a capsule and take it, but it just helps balance everything out and helps your digestive system do what it's supposed to do.
Do not travel without Digise.
Yeah.
It's so crucial.
For sure.
So Thieves is like the game changer oil. It's the one I talked about. So I have a very special place in my heart for it. One, I love the smell of it, but this one is so good for immune support and general wellness. And so all through the fall and winter, we're diffusing it. It has actually kind of like a fall-y scent to me. So it's perfect, but we're always diffusing that. At the first signs of somebody not feeling well or under the weather, we start putting it on feet and spine. It's really, really helpful in preventing things. It's such a powerful blend that we have an entire Thieves line. So she already mentioned about our Thieves cleaner. And so our cleaner is made with the Thieves oil in it. And we have Thieves hand sanitizer. We have Thieves like a scrub cleaner. We have several different things, a mouthwash, toothpaste, all of these things, because it's such a powerful blend. Like Thieves really is a game changer on all levels for your health and wellness. So weird. Yeah. So the hand sanitizer is one of my very, very favorite things, because you just have to use like a teeny tiny drop, and it covers, and it's protective. So it helps kill what's on there, but it also helps eliminate what you come in contact with. And then it doesn't have all the nasty things. So I don't know if you know, but hand sanitizers actually are filled with alcohol. They lead to little cuts in your hands, which those little micro cuts can actually take in the stuff you're doing more. So it can kind of go against the effects. And this does not do this. It doesn't dry out your hands. It doesn't have the stuff in it, but then it's more protective. So I really love that.
And then the Thieves spray is a little bit different. You can put it on things. So it's plant-based ingredients as well, but you can use it just like on your shopping cart or on your kids' toys or whatever. This is not one of the intended uses, but my family does spray it in our throats also.
Okay. So as we already talked about, there's several ways that you can join Young Living. So if you just wanted to try Thieves or just try Stress Away, you are welcome to do that. So you would talk to the person that invited you here. They would help you sign up. That way you would be connected to them and their team and their support. And then you could purchase whatever you wanted. If you put that in Subscribe to Save, just like Amazon has, then you get 24% off. Also, if you buy one of the kits, those are discounted as well. And so the kits are really about half off of what it would be retail, because you get 12 oils plus the diffuser, plus you get both of these things. So it's hands down the best deal that there is. And so and then like we said, you have a little something for everything to start switching over your life. So that's really the best way to do it. And then to start switching over your home, to put things on subscribe and save. So you can put Thieves Cleaner on there and put it to come to your house every 3 months, because it's highly concentrated. So it ends up only being like $1.10 or something in a bottle of it. So it lasts you a really long time. And so you can just have those things come to your house as needed. And then you're just switching your house over slowly at a time. So subscribe to save is the best way with the most discount. And when you keep things on subscribe and save, they actually give you points back that you can go back in and order a free product with. I call it like your Young Living Bank. And so they'll give you 10% the first 3 months, and then it goes to 20%. And then eventually it'll go to 25% back. And they just put it in your Young Living Bank account, and you can go in. I just saw something the other day about one of the lotions being great for a hair mask. So I just popped in really quick, used my points, got it sent to me for free. And so that's how you utilize those.
See where this is going to take us.
That's it.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. And we are right on time.
Right on time. We did it. This is such a big deal for us.
We'll get better and better though,
Yeah.
the more that we do this. But let me see if you guys had any questions in the chat. When was the name? What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, she does the PanAway piece.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Way to go. Yay. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you were invited here and you're ready to jump in, then just message the person that sent you. They will be more than happy, and they will plug you into our Facebook groups where we have ongoing educations about all things health and wellness. And if you are a member, we will continue to do these monthly. So you're welcome to always invite anyone to these calls, but we will also have this recording for you. If someone was supposed to get on and wasn't able to, then you can send them the recording. So you guys have a great day. I hope you ate your lunch during our lunch and learn, and we will talk to you later.
Thanks, guys.